How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the upcoming Twitch drops, and the event is literally just right around the corner. It is starting tomorrow from when this video is posted, so depending when you're watching this, that's confusing. So we're going to just say May 25th, 2024. Yeah, have to specify that. 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is what it's telling me, but obviously if you go to the Twitch drops page, you're not going to have to convert anything. It will automatically just show it in your time zone, or well, whatever time zone your computer's set to. So you don't have to go convert that. And it goes until the 31st at noon again. So basically, we've got some generic drops for you, and we've got our streamer specific drops. And the event itself is Rust Kingdoms, and it is hosted by Rustoria, so we've got some more Rustoria doors for you. First one here is going to be the wooden door. This is going to be your first generic drop, and it's going to be an hour of watch time. And if we pop on through, you can check out the back of it. And of course, as you can see, there's going to be some glow. You can see nice little lights on the wood panels and that usual Rustoria color collage. Then if we go ahead and take a look, our next ones are going to be a combo of burlap, shirt and pants, and our next drop here is the pants. So the pants here are the Druid pants. These are going to run you 2 hours of generic watch time. Very nice little burlap set. Could definitely be used for blending into some areas, which would be a really nice thing. Then over here, our next drop is going to be the Rust Kingdom sheet metal door. This one's going to run you 3 hours. It's definitely a very regal door. It has a nice kind of medieval feel to it. Lots of little details. There's like even kind of some corrosion on, or I should say, wear and tear as well. Then you've got some moss even growing down here. Definitely a very beautifully done door. Then moving on to our fourth item, we've got the burlap shirt. Watching 4 hours will unlock the shirt, thus getting you the full shirt and pants set. Complete with leaves and some nice little feathers and furs. It definitely has a very druidy feel for sure. Last but not least, for our generic drops, we have the armored double Rustoria door. We'll go ahead and take a look at both sides. Just like the wood door, they're pretty much going to be the same on either side. And if we go ahead and kill the lights here, you can see it has the same kind of thing with the lights at the bottom on the panels and that Rustoria color at the top. Alright, so let's jump into our streamer specific drops. And we've got a combo here of a bandana and a jacket. To unlock the bandana, you're going to have to watch Foolish or TinaKitten for at least 2 hours during the event. This will unlock the bandana for you. As you can see, it's got that classic black and white kind of skull thing going on, but you've got this like mega jaw going on, which fits the jacket quite well. So the jacket is a specific drop as well. It's going to be 2 hours, just like all the other ones. And you want to watch Kkatamina or Quackity to unlock this one here. And it kind of continues that weird kind of overly large bone thing going on. You've got this crazy kind of stretched out rib cage, and then a very, very creepy looking arm bone. There's even a fin going on. And yeah, it's just got kind of, you know, various different creature feels to it. You've got a very insect feel here, then some more kind of fish feels. And I just think they've done a really good job on this little set here. Next up, we've got a hoodie for you. This one is going to be a 2 hour watch time of Ironmouse or CDA WGVA. And I don't know if that's how they say it or if it's actually pronounced a certain way. I've never watched them. I am sorry if I messed that up, because I am someone who has a real name, last name, that gets messed up a lot. So I know how that feels. So I'm very sorry. But yeah, you've got this pink and black theme, and then you've got yourself a little anime chick hanging on out on the front there. The back just has a pink hood, but nothing else logo-wise or anything on there. And then you can see, I believe, there we go, maybe Apari and Ironmouse. So maybe Apari's the name I was looking for there. We'll just go off of that with that. Our next clothing item is going to be a epic jacket that looks like a cape. Yes. Very cool idea. We've had a couple of capes pop into the item store, but this is a free Twitch drop. So that is something that I think a lot of people really like. If you want to pick this one up, you'll have to watch Neff or Seer for at least 2 hours. And then you can pick up this very awesome, fancy cape of your very own. Last up for our armor and clothing, but our only actual armor piece for this event is going to be the XQC and Buddha plate carrier here. This metal chest piece is your kind of typical military tech plate carrier. You've got a nice big old skull on the front. And then you've got Team Rocket and their names there on the back of it. But for the most part, it is a pretty good, basic looking black plate carrier. And these kind of skins are usually pretty expensive on the market, so getting a free one is a pretty cool design choice. So I'm sure a lot of people will want to scoop this one up this event. Alright, and for the streamer specific drops, we only have one deployable for you this time, and it is this garage door. And it's meant to look like an arcade window, and then you get to pick your anime Rust waifu, I guess. So, in all the years of Rust, I wasn't sure something like this would ever make its way in. But hey, this one is full of all sorts of anime waifus for those who are into it. So yeah, this one is going to be picked up by watching 2 hours of NMPLOL or SFan TV. I hope I'm saying that right. So yeah, there it is. And of course, it does have a glow. Important to always note, the roller itself glows, so you will be able to see it when it's rolled up at night. And then there's various other lights. You have kind of a light glow kind of shining from the screen off of the arcade sticks and the panel. And then of course, the bright green screen itself. Alright, so let's jump into the weapons, no tools this time. And our first one here is going to be this very pink AK. And it was originally called the QTCinderella AK, but I know this represents multiple people for the team, so I'm not sure if that's actually still the official name, as it just says assault rifle on the Twitch drops page. But if you want to unlock this, obviously you're going to watch QTCinderella, because I mean, that should make sense, right? And Hasanabi. So there you have that. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a fear end. You got some nice dice up on the front. And aiming down the sights, there is some pink versus that kind of very, very, very dark kind of pink, or I don't know if you can even call that a mauve red at that point, I guess. Then we've got another AR for you, and this one here is just, well, there you go. I said there's anime waifus. Well, you've got anime waifus. And including a bunch of Pepe's peepoos. I guess you can call these peepoos, right? Is that the proper term? But there you go. If you want to unlock this one, 2 hours of Mizkif or Emiru. So that's how you're going to grab this one. It has a very kind of futury tech look. Aiming down the sights, you've got another happy little peepoo. And what looks like glow sights. They are not glow sights. People always ask, so I'm just going to show that they don't glow now. I think it's just easier that way. Next, we've got our third gun here for you, and is a very kind of color. It almost has that oil slick kind of look to it, but then it's a little more kind of faded. It definitely has a really nice, unique kind of color to it for Trainwreckstv LR. And to get this, you watch Trainwreckstv. That's pretty straightforward. It looks like there's not a second name attached to that right now. I don't know if that's because it's just not fully set up for the page. The page did literally just go live, so some things could still change. But for now, just Trainwreck. Aiming down the sights here, you do have modified, very, very modified LR sights. And, of course, a nice little red tip to it there. Last but not least, we do have one more LR for you. This one is definitely rocking more of a fancy look, and it is going to be the Abe, and it's Ryan Higa. So there you go. So you can either watch Abe or Ryan, and it has the A and the R right there for Abe and Ryan. Aiming down the sights, you can see it also has the same modified sight with the ring completely gone, the big extra space there, and a nice little red tip to go along with it there. So that does it for our Twitch drops this round, round 29. Sound off down in the comment section below. Which ones are you the most excited for? Definitely a lot of really crazy, awesome skins this time around. Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay rusty. Alright guys, so you're going to start by going to the Twitch drops page, which is linked down in my description below if you don't already have it pulled up, and it's going to take you to here. And if you are brand new, you're going to have to sign in with your Steam account. This has to be the Steam account that you own Rust on and want the skins on. That's very important. And then you want to sign in with your Twitch, and the Twitch is going to need to be the Twitch that you're going to be watching the streams with. That should be pretty straightforward. Now, I've already done the Steam sign in, so I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, you just click here, and it's going to bring you to the Steam sign in window. Alright, so then once you're done through Steam, you're going to click sign in, and it will either ask you to, you know, sign in your stuff, then it'll ask if you can authorize, blah, 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 and you just say yes, and it will pop up with drops activated, and you should be good to go. Now, what you want to do is kind of look at a few things here. So we have a couple buttons that pop up. You've got log out, unlink, and check for missing drops. So logout's pretty straightforward. Unlink is going to be useful. Now, some people will get the error saying that you're already linked to a account. If that's what you're getting, you're going to need to find out which account that is, either your Steam or Twitch, log in the way I just showed you, and then hit unlink. Once that's done, you can then sign in with the proper account and link it properly, okay? So this is where that unlink button is when you're looking for it. Also, there's the check for missing drops button, which we'll get back to here in a minute, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of go through the basic FAQ, and the main thing here is what are the different kinds of drops, and I kind of explained that briefly already, but you've got the generic drop. Generic drops are drops you have to watch for a set amount of time, but you don't have to watch a set streamer. You can watch any streamer that has drops enabled. So technically, you could make progress towards two streamers at once, so to say. One of the generic drops and then one of the specific drops. So that's kind of how that works right there. And then there are the specific drops, which are, you know, you have to watch that specific streamer. Pretty straightforward there, okay? Now, those will all be posted on this page once it has been updated for the drops, so it's really easy. You just click on them and you're ready to go. Now, is there a way to check your progress? Yes, there is. So we'll go ahead and show that. You can literally just click here, or when you're at your Twitch, go to your Twitch inventory. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, and so it will take you here to your inventory, and as you'll see, you know, this is from the last campaign. And, well, actually, this could be a couple campaigns further ago because I'll probably keep using this. So as you can see, this is from the July 2021 campaign. And it'll start to show your progress here. So as you can see, I'm earning towards the generic drops, which were these two, and one streamer right here. And it shows the progress on both and how long you're going to have to work at it. Once this is done, the bar will be full and it will say claim. And until you claim, the next one in its progress won't start. So you'll see this one here will not start until this one has been claimed. And once you finish this, you're going to have to watch another streamer to start on theirs, or else you won't be making progress towards anything. So yeah, that's generally how that's going to work right there. All right, now that we're back on it with this, the next thing is going to be, can you earn drops faster and by opening more windows, logging into multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't work. The best you can do is earn a generic drop and a specific drop at the same time. Once you have finished the both or all of the generic drops, you can only work on one specific streamer at a time. Opening another window isn't going to help you with that. Now, if a streamer logs off halfway and you only have them partially finished, you can then move on to a different streamer that is online. Sometimes it can take up to 5 minutes to show you're making progress, but don't worry, you will. And usually it doesn't start at 0. You'll notice it pops up right away at 2 to 5% or something like that. Because like I said, it can take a little while to realize you switch people, but as long as the one you're watching is offline and no longer streaming Rust, you can switch to another person that is and work on them. Now, how long does it take for the drops to show up in your inventory? Again, this can take up to 10 minutes for them to show up after you've claimed them on Twitch. But if you didn't go ahead and claim them on Twitch, make sure you do, because there's no other way to do that. So once you've hit claimed, it can take up to 10 minutes to show up in your Steam inventory. If for some reason it isn't, you can come back here and click this check for missing drops button, and it will try to send them to you. For me, whenever I've done this, it usually works instantly. Again, there's going to be lots of people doing this at once. It could take some time, all right? And then, do you need anything special? All you need is a Twitch account, a Steam account, and you need to own Rust. If you have Twitch Prime or whatever, that's fine, but you don't need it. No Twitch Prime required, no extra fees or other things. You just need a Twitch account, Steam account, and Rust. Now, if you no longer know which one is linked or whatever, I already covered that, so we can skip it. And then if you don't own Rust, is there a way you can still earn them? And yes, there is. What you do is you claim them on Twitch, but you never send them over to Steam. As soon as you now own Rust, you come back to this page anytime. It will always be here. You can log in and click check for missing drops. Once you've clicked this guy, it should then drop them all from your Twitch into your Steam inventory, now noticing that Rust is there. So yeah, that's basically kind of the stuff right there that works with it. And if you are having a problem where it's not switching to another streamer, one thing you can do is clear your internet browser cache, close all your windows, reopen, and try again. That has always worked for most people as well. Just kind of another little tip with that. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Twitch drops out there. Have fun getting them, and stay rusty.